I'm Julia from Jooya Teaching Resources, and I'm just going to walk you through a way to create or make your PDF versions of your worksheets into something that you can use for online. So before you do, please make sure that with the terms and use, check the terms of use from the people that you actually purchased the resource from. If it's one you've created, it's not an issue, but if it's one that you have purchased, please make sure you check their terms of use. Okay, so I'm just going to open up this one. So this is one I actually use myself. I'll make that a bit smaller. When we were doing our own lockdown here in Australia, so when I had to teach, because this is normally what I would teach to our grade 7. So anyway, I said I use this unit, so I'll just walk you through and I'll show you there's a few things there. Anyway, so let's just see, we can see this page. Okay, so there's a few ways you can do this, but this is page 5. So what I'm going to suggest is firstly a couple of ways to do this. But what you need to do, if you're going to make this into something for use in Google Slides, you need to put this in as a background. And so I'm going to do this by simply going snipping tool. Look, you can use whatever one you want to. I'm just going to go, I'll bring that over so you can see it. New. All right, I'm going to just take one of those, an image. Okay, edit, and I'm going to, actually I'll save as for the moment, just so I know where it's going. And let me just go to how to videos, capture one for the sake of it. Okay, so there's our image now, and this is the page that I want to turn into a Google Slides worksheet. Okay, so I'm just going to minimize that and get rid of it for the moment. And I'm also going to go to my Google Drive. Okay, so here I'm going to go to a Google Slides. Now this always defaults to this sort of size, so I'm just going to get rid of that. We don't need themes, so let's get rid of that. All right, but what I want you to do is you need to go here and you need to go to Page Setup. You then need to go to Custom, and this is where you put in your dimensions. So I know that, whoops, no, this actually should be, 21.5 because we're going portrait, not landscape, and that's 29.5 in centimeters for me. But if you were going in landscape, you just do it the opposite way. So this one is actually measuring 21.5 centimeters and 29.5 centimeters. Okay, so in here we've now got this as a basically just a thing. So you can obviously from there just duplicate slides and create more. It doesn't matter how many you want to put in there. But in order to put that image that I just got there, that I just took from that worksheet, I'm going to go to background. I'm going to go choose image, browse, and this will, take me to my last thing that I was doing. Where'd I put it? Here we go. All right, here we go, capture one. So you just put in whatever image that happens to be. So, and done. Now, there it is there. So what it means though is this is now locked in. You can't move that, and your students can't move that. Okay. But obviously they're not going to write on those lines. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Insert, and we're going to go Text Box. And so what I might do firstly is do this, and I'm going to cover that whole thing. Now, you can write, I usually put write your answer here. Now, before I copy that, I'm going to choose the background color, and I'm going to make it white, because then, as you can see, just by making that white, you actually get rid of that. So now I've got that. I might make that slightly bigger so you can't see that bit underneath. So I'm just going to go copy and paste, because I need 3 of those. So I'm going to go and put that one down there. Sorry, it's not lining up properly. And that one here. Now, it's as simple as that. If you just want your students, to do this first activity, 3 things I know about the instruments of the orchestra, and then you get them to write there. Now, the thing you can do with Google Slides, which is awesome, is, again, let's insert a text box, but let's insert it over here. So here, you might want to type in what you actually want them to do. So, complete the worksheet by answering by whatever it happens to be, writing 3 things you know about the orchestra. I like to put in this one, there are no right or wrong answers. Okay, because it's amazing when I do this in a classroom, how many kids are fearful of getting the answers wrong. They can't. But anyway, so this is, as said, it's a really simple way to do this. So firstly is you find your PDF that you want to reuse. You actually take a screenshot of it. Now when you go to Google Slides, okay, you make it, insert it in the background after you've done a page setup, okay, page setup, and again, custom, okay, and change it, but I'm not going to change it there. Alrighty, and then you insert the page. So that's just one way of doing it. Let me just show you. I'm just going to insert one more, and because I've already got these images saved somewhere, so let me just go to that. So I apologize that you're going to go through all this and see all my product listings. Where is the instruments of the orchestra? Sorry, I can't even find it. Here we go. Instruments rock. Okay, updated, and it's this one. Alrighty, so say I want to do, let's see, let's get one that's late. You got a label. Okay, so let's do this one. Right, so I'm going to put that in the background. So it's labeling the violin. Done. Alright, so the thing is, it's already here. Okay, the information's already here. So what I would suggest, if you're going to make this one an activity to do, again, let's put in our instructions. Okay, use the words below to correctly, whoops, what am I spelling right? Identify the parts of the violin. Okay, you might want to go use this link to help you. So if you have a link, I would suggest you put that in there. Okay, kids can click on it. Okay, and then put the words. So let me just go scroll. I'm going to mix them up a bit. Bow, peg, box, chin, rest, neck, pegs. It's nice to put them out of order so the kids don't get them right. I think that they don't work out real quick. Fingerboard, strings, tail, whoops, sorry, my bad typing there. Tail piece, F holes, they always giggle about that one, don't they? And body. Okay, I think I've got them all there. So I might want to make those a bit bigger. So let me just highlight that and make those a bit bigger so they know they're the words they're supposed to use. And let's make them bold so they know that they're the words. Okay. Alrighty. So what we're going to do though simply is we're going to go to the shape tool, go shape, and let's go rectangle, and we're just going to hide all that. Okay. So you could have done this on the actual thingy, but let's just make sure that that's actually white. Alrighty. And then what I would suggest, and I'll get rid of the outline. I don't know. I hate it when it has an outline. Watercolor, we want that white too. So then now you can't see it. But what I would suggest then after all that, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 words, is then you might want to actually insert a table. So let's go table, and we want to go 1 by 11. Okay, let's resize that and resize that so that the kids can actually type their answers into that table now. So then hopefully they're not going to actually remove or won't know that there's actually something hiding underneath. Okay, so let's go and put that, center it, only because I like it centered. Okay, answer, put answers in the table here. Okay, so then they can just obviously use the word scroll, and you can see that they actually can do that. Another way to do this, if I just go, sorry, I'll just show you something. If you do this and you go insert, or if you just go new slide, sorry, I'll do it the way I normally do it, which is new slide. Oh no, it's going to do it. Sometimes it gives you a weird shape. All right, but let's get rid of that bit. All right, so let's say if you want to do it a different way. So let's go background. Here we go. And probably won't work as well, but I'll show you, and just things that I came across that were a bit of a problem. While it's uploading, done. Okay. So what I had done, instead of doing it this way, which I would suggest you do, I had actually done it because I obviously have the original files, and I had kept these words here, and I'd gotten rid of all of these arrows, and I put as my information on the side, you know, draw a line from the word to the part on the violin. And my goodness, the kids, I didn't realize that I really needed to actually go tell them how to actually draw an arrow, you know, because they didn't know how to do it. It was a bit sad. But I said you could do it that way, but I would suggest this is probably the easiest way, because let's face it, we're all trying to do something quite quick now. All right, so let's just get rid of that because I don't need that. So as I said, if you have a link that you wanted them to watch, you know, you just copy and paste your link in here so that they know that maybe they need to watch that link first, okay, and then do their answers in here. Now, what I suggest you do is, I'm just going to call it Orchestra Week 1 Worksheets. Okay, whoops, sorry, my bad typing. Okay, and now, you can obviously then save it in your drive here, okay? But I would suggest that, let's just move it to that classroom for the moment. That'll be fine. So, but don't put too much here, because then they don't do it. I can guarantee you they don't do it. Alrighty. But so I'm just going to quickly run through again what I did on these, so you know what you're doing. So you find the sheet you want to do. You go to Google Slides. You resize the actual background, the size of the slide. You insert, you go to background, you go choose image, okay, and insert your image in there. I'm just going to say done. Now from there, because underneath here, remember, is still that text, those spaces to write on. All I've done is created a text box, and then I used the fill tool, which is, if we get back over here. So I mean, I could make that pink if I wanted to, but I'm not going to, because it's make it white. Okay, and then write your answer here. You'll be surprised how many kids will still leave that bit there. Alrighty, and then you type it, so that when they've actually done the work and they actually go to share it with you, you've only got these 2 pages, okay, that you're actually looking at. So I hope that helps you, and this is just a simple couple of ideas on how to change or transform what you already have in PDF form into a Google Slides digital online lesson. Thank you for watching.